It is I, Sneaky Sushi, here to bestow upon you my wealth of knowledge of Asia's most horrifying urban legends. You guys really loved part 1, so we're back with part 2 of this video series. As you can see, we have a proper tier list now and it's not fading away. And these are the rankings of our previous demons. You can check out part 1 if you haven't already to see how and what we ranked. And in today's video, we are starting with the Pocong, also a very popular, famous urban legend. The Pocong, sometimes spelled Pocong, derived from the Malay and Indonesian word for shroud. Shroud is the cloth, that fabric around it. In Islamic tradition, the deceased are wrapped in a white cloth before being buried. This wrapping process involves tying the shroud at the head, feet, and around the body. The shroud is tied at the top of the head and at the feet, and due to its tightly wrapped shroud, the Pocong cannot walk normally. Instead, it is said to move by hopping or floating. Oh, that's quite a terrifying sight. Imagine this thing just floating, hovering. Ooh. Just hovering straight to you, that's pretty scary. Yeah? According to the legend, the Pocong arises from its grave because the ties of the shroud have not been properly untied. It roams in search of someone to untie these bindings so it can find peace.
I'm not sure of the full procedure.
Hey! Hello! Why their research? We clearly have done our research here on this show. Any of my Muslim friends, can you enlighten us why do you need to untie the top of the head? How and what is the mode of attack of the Pocong? The Pocong typically haunts graveyards, villages and homes, often appearing unexpectedly to scare the living, so like a jump scare. If you're in your kitchen, you open your fridge, it might just pop out in your fridge. Its sudden appearance and the way it moves are designed to instill fear. This cheeky little bastard, he just wants to scare people. The mode of attack is just scaring lah. It doesn't have any physical attacks, unlike the Pontianak or the Penanggalan. Like Pontianak sucks all your organs up, as we discussed in the previous video. So kind of weak, not gonna lie. There are various traditional beliefs and practices intended to protect against or dispel a Pocong. Proper burial rites. Ensuring that the deceased are buried according to Islamic rites with all ties properly undone is considered the most effective way to prevent the emergence of a Pocong. Reciting prayers such as the Surah Yasin from the Quran and performing other religious rituals can help in providing peace to the deceased soul. Yeah, it's very interesting. I've heard so many stories and I've heard so much about a Pocong. It's my first time knowing that you have to untie it, because I always see it depicted in movies of it just being super tightly tied. I did not know that. I mean, I already knew that. I'm a professional in mythical urban legends. The Pocong legend serves as a reminder of the spiritual consequences of neglecting funeral customs and the importance of honoring the dead according to religious traditions. This is an image of the Pocong. Honestly, I would have to give it a 10 out of 10 for terrifying appearance. It looks extremely scary. However, based on what we discussed, I'm not so sure if it's a very dangerous threat, because it just scares people. Therefore, I'm placing this in C. Right next to the kappa, Hanako-san, also known as Toire no Hanako-san, which means Hanako of the toilet, originates from Japan. The origins of Hanako-san's story are somewhat unclear and vary depending on the region and the version of the tale. However, there are some common elements. Tragic death. In most versions of the story, Hanako-san is said to be the spirit of a young girl who died tragically. In one common version, Hanako-san was a schoolgirl who took refuge in the bathroom during an air raid in World War II. The building was hit by a bomb and she died while hiding in the stall. Another version suggests that Hanako-san was a victim of bullying or murder, either by a classmate or an intruder, and her spirit remains in the bathroom where she died. So, moral of the story is, don't bully your classmates. Stop bullying. Bullying sucks. Cut it out. Hanako-san is typically depicted as a young girl, usually around the age of a primary school student, 7 to 9 years old. She is often described as wearing an old-fashioned red skirt or dress, which may reflect the school uniforms worn by girls in Japan during the earlier decades. Hanako-san has short, bobbed hair, and her face is sometimes described as ghostly pale. Hanako-san is believed to haunt the third stall of the girls' bathroom, usually on the third floor of the school. Okay, 3-3. Her haunting is often associated with schools, making her a figure of fear among students. So another moral of the story is don't enter the third stall of the girls' bathroom. Summoning Hanako-san. But why? Why would you want to summon her? Why? Why do that? To summon Hanako-san, a person must go to the third stall of the girls' bathroom. They are supposed to knock 3 times on the stall door and ask, "Are you there, Hanako-san?" If Hanako-san is present, she may respond with a faint, "Yes, I am here." Ooh, it's so creepy. Y'all school kids better don't do it. Actually do it. Do it! Do it. Anyone in secondary school or primary school, do it. I dare you to. Do it, you little pussy. Do it and record and send me, please. Send me the video. See if you can summon Hanako-san. If Hanako-san responds, the stall door may slowly creak open, revealing the ghostly figure of Hanako-san. Congratulations, you've summoned Hanako-san. Depending on the version of the story, she may pull the person into the stall, no, cause them to faint from fright, or simply disappear. Ooh. Various traditional methods are believed to protect against or defeat Hanako-san. Avoid summoning her. Yeah, no shit lah. Just don't summon her lah. If you don't want to deal with her, just don't summon her. Use of salt. In Japanese culture, salt is often used as a purifying substance to ward off evil spirits. I think not only in Japanese culture, like quite a few cultures also use salt lah. Sprinkling salt in the bathroom or carrying a small bag of salt with you could be seen as a way to protect yourself from Hanako-san. Avoid the third stall. Since Hanako-san is specifically associated with the third stall in the bathroom, avoiding that stall altogether could be a practical way to steer clear of her. Any of you girls, careful when you use the bathroom, don't go to the third stall of the third level. Actually, it's probably fine lah, just go ahead. But if you encounter Hanako-san, please take a video and send me, thanks. The legend of Hanako-san plays on common childhood fears, particularly the fear of school bathrooms, which are often seen as eerie, isolated, and potentially haunted spaces. And I think this is a global phenomenon. Like even in Singapore, every school in Singapore confirm got a ghost story one. Oh, this toilet in level 3, level 4 is haunted. Your school have, right? Have, right? Have, right? Confirm have one. Hanako-san does sound like a terrifying, dangerous entity, but it looks quite cute though. Look at her. So cute. Short girl with cute bob hair. But the fact that she can pull you in and make you disappear in the bathroom and the overall creepiness factor of it, I think is quite terrifying. Hanako-san gets a B. Yeah, B. Yeah, it reminds me of the Kuchisake Onna as well. Nopera Bo. Nopera Bo, also known as the Faceless Ghost, originates from Japan. The origins of the Nopera Bo can be traced back to Japanese folklore and ghost stories. These tales have been passed down through oral tradition and have been documented in various literary works. If you know No Face from Spirited Away, it is a reference for the Nopera Bo. The most defining feature of the Nopera Bo is its lack of facial features. Well, that's irony. While it initially appears as a normal human, it reveals a smooth, blank face, devoid of eyes, nose, and mouth, terrifying those who encounter it. Apart from its facelessness, the Nopera Bo looks like an ordinary human, which allows it to blend in and approach its victims without arousing suspicion. The Nopera Bo often reveals its true form suddenly, usually after engaging with a person. Imagine I'm just talking to you halfway, then suddenly your face just blank. Ugh. This act is often done for no other reason than to cause fear and panic. What the hell? So mischievous. Why? For what? Damn bastards. In traditional beliefs, there are no specific rituals or methods to protect oneself from the Nopera Bo, as it is generally not considered harmful beyond its frightening appearance. Harmless, little, mischievous creature. Okay, not little, it's human form. But it doesn't harm you. You can just run away or walk away from it. Or if you want something interesting, you can perhaps date it. So technically you can date anyone in the world because it can just appear as anyone you like. Say, hey, I want you to look like Jenna Ortega. Then you're dating Jenna Ortega, right? The Nopera Bo is an integral part of Japanese ghost lore and superstitions. Its lack of facial features can symbolize a loss of identity or individuality, evoking existential fears about the nature of self-recognition. Ayo, so cute. Look, it's No Face from Spirited Away. This is obviously quite a useless ghost lah, I gotta be honest. It's terrifying, but extremely harmless. So this gets a D. Obviously. Boda. Oh, it's pronounced as Boda. The Boda is believed to be the spirit of a woman who died tragically, often under circumstances involving betrayal, heartbreak, or injustice. I think quite similar to the Pontianak backstory. It's always a, vengeful women who died. Don't piss off women, guys. As suggested by the name, the Poda is always depicted as female. She may appear as a beautiful woman to lure her victims or as a terrifying, distorted figure when she reveals her true form. The Poda is often associated with causing illness, accidents, or other forms of misfortune, particularly to men. She is believed to haunt places where she met her tragic end, such as forests, rivers, or isolated areas. The Poda is known to haunt men, especially those who may have wronged women or those who wander alone at night. She is said to appear suddenly, often at night, to frighten or even attack her victims. Among people, particularly men, are often warned to avoid wandering alone at night or in areas known to be haunted by the Poda. Girls don't have anything to be afraid of it, because it doesn't haunt women. The Poda is like a sister's girl. a sister's sister. She's part of the girl squad, the girlies. What are the methods of escape if you dudes encounter a poda? People are often advised to avoid places associated with the poda, particularly at night. If someone believes they are being targeted by the poda, they may seek the help of a shaman to perform spiritual cleansing rituals. The poda serves as a cautionary figure, emphasizing the importance of treating others with respect and the consequences of betrayal or cruelty. It's a cautionary tale for men to treat their women well. If not, she would haunt you or call the backup of the poda and come and haunt you. Hey, poda, sister, haunt my man, he's being a bitch. I think this, I hate this picture. I hate this. Look at it. So scary, so uncanny. Yeah, it really reminds me a lot of the Pontianak. I'm putting this beside the Pontianak, which is in A. The aswang. The term aswang is derived from the Filipino word asu, the word for dog in some Philippine languages, possibly alluding to the creature's ability to shapeshift into a dog-like form. Oh wow, it's a shapeshifter. During the day, it often appears as an ordinary human, but at night, it transforms into a fearsome creature such as a bat, dog, bird, pig, or even a monstrous humanoid. How is a pig scary though? Pigs are cute, right? In many stories, the aswang has vampire-like qualities, feeding on blood or flesh. Yeah, it does sound like a vampire though. It is particularly notorious for preying on pregnant women, feeding on the fetus or sucking blood from its victims. Oh, that's horrifying. It is often linked with sorcery and black magic. Wow, a lot of skills, maxed out the skill tree already. So many different abilities. And it's a nocturnal predator. The aswang is most active at night. It is believed to have the ability to silently enter homes or lurk in the shadows. So there are several types of aswang. The tik-tik, a bird-like aswang known for its long proboscis-like tongue used to suck blood or feed on unborn children by inserting it into a pregnant woman's belly. Ew. The manananggal, a type of aswang that detaches its upper body from its lower body, sprouting bat-like wings to fly at night and prey on humans to eat the hearts of fetuses. It's quite similar to the Panangalan and the Manananggal. It's like a MapleStory class, Then you got different branches. Oh, you want to be a Manananggal, you want to be a Tik-Tik, you want to be a Sikbin. So the Sikbin is a creature that resembles a mix between a dog and a kangaroo. Why kangaroos, Is it half Australia? It is said to walk backwards with its head lowered between its hind legs and is believed to suck the blood of its victims. Well, that's a very disgusting and scary image to have. Another class of the aswang is the wak-wak, named after the flapping sound it makes. This type of aswang is similar to the manananggal but does not detach its body. It preys on people at night, particularly the sick or dying. Aswangs are often blamed for unexplained deaths, miscarriages, or illnesses in villages. They are believed to be responsible for attacks on pregnant women and newborns, with tales warning people to be vigilant at night. During the day, aswangs live normal lives, blending in with society. They are often depicted as quiet, shy individuals who are secretive about their personal lives. Ooh. So any of you have shy, quiet friends? They're probably an aswang. Various methods are believed to protect against or repel aswangs, including garlic, salt, holy water, and religious symbols like the crucifix. Really? Such a Christian ghost? Oh yeah, Philippines is mostly Christians, right? The aswang often serves as a cautionary tale, particularly to instill discipline in children or warn against straying too far from home at night. It is used to teach the importance of community vigilance and moral behavior. The interpretation of Catholicism into Filipino culture added a religious dimension to the aswang mythos. And now we rate the aswang, this multi-dimensional, highly capable demon. I think this gets our first S tier. It sounds too OP, man. I think also because it embodies a whole class of demons. So that's why there's so many abilities. Preta, or Pipret in Thai culture. The concept of the Peta originates from ancient Indian religions, particularly Hinduism and Buddhism. In these traditions, Petas are described as hungry ghosts, spirits of the deceased who are trapped in a state of constant suffering due to their karmic debts. In Buddhism, Petas are beings who have been reborn in the Peta realm, one of the 6 realms of existence in the cycle of samsara, due to their greed, jealousy, or other negative actions in previous lives. The Peta realm is a place of intense suffering, where the spirits are tormented by extreme hunger and thirst, but are unable to satisfy these cravings. Petas are often used in Buddhist teachings as a moral lesson about the dangers of greed and attachment. attachment. Their appearance reflects their state of extreme hunger and deprivation. Despite their thinness, petas are sometimes portrayed as towering giants, emphasizing their unnatural and grotesque nature. A common feature of the peta is its tiny mouth and huge belly. This is symbolic of their eternal punishment. To appease a peta or help it find peace, special rituals and offerings such as food, water, or incense are performed. These rituals are meant to transfer merit to the peta, alleviating its suffering and helping it move on to a better rebirth. The peta serves as a powerful symbol of the consequences of unwholesome actions, particularly those driven by greed or selfishness. Petas are often mentioned in Buddhist sermons and teachings, particularly during the annual festival known as Sattai, or the Hungry Ghost Festival, where offerings are made to feed the spirits of ancestors and hungry ghosts. And now we rate the peta, Hungry Wandering Ghost. It would suck to be reborn as this. I think that's the most terrifying part. I guess I'll rate this at maybe a B+. The tall, gigantic nature of it is quite terrifying. And yeah, that's all the folklore and urban myths that we are covering today. If you guys have any more that you want us to cover, please leave them in the comments. Consider joining our channel membership where you can access behind the scenes videos and live updates on the things we do here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!